Get ready, trendsetters. The digital world is buzzing, and we're diving headfirst into the stories that are shaping your online universe. From critical security alerts that could impact billions to surprising shifts in how information is delivered, the pace of change is relentless. You need to know what's happening, and you need it now. We've got the inside scoop on developments that could affect how you interact online, the safety of your digital footprint, and even the fairness of the platforms you use every single day. Don't get left behind. This is your essential download of what truly matters. Stick around, because you won't want to miss a single second of this. First up, a massive alert for potentially billions of Gmail users. We're talking about a successful intrusion, a password hacking group, and compromised security tokens. We'll break down exactly how this happened, who's affected, and most importantly, what you need to do right now to protect your account. This is not a drill. Then, we shift gears to a powerful claim from the very top of a major regulatory body. The head of the U.S. Federal Trade Commission has leveled accusations of partisan bias against Gmail's spam filters. Is the way you see your inbox being manipulated? We'll explore the details of this significant challenge to one of the world's most popular email services. Finally, we're looking at the broader implications of these developments, with insights into how these issues apply across the board. Get ready for an information-packed episode that covers critical security, platform integrity, and your digital well-being. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Security alert, are you at risk? In a development that has sent ripples through the digital community, Google has reportedly alerted a staggering 2.5 billion Gmail account holders to a significant security incident. Reports indicate a successful intrusion carried out by a sophisticated password hacking group, raising serious concerns about the safety of personal and professional data. This incident, which allegedly occurred between August 8th and August 18th, exploited vulnerabilities through compromised open authorization, or OAuth, tokens, a critical component in how many applications securely access Google services. The scope of this breach is particularly alarming, as it wasn't limited to individual Gmail accounts. According to the Google Threat Intelligence Group, GTIG, the same hacking collective, identified as UNC 6395, simultaneously targeted Salesforce's extensive database of customer information. This dual attack vector suggests a highly organized operation aiming to compromise sensitive data across multiple platforms. The attackers leveraged compromised OAuth tokens originating from a third-party application, Salesloft Drift, to gain unauthorized access. This method bypasses traditional security layers, making it a potent tool for cybercriminals. Google has proactively responded by issuing direct notifications to affected users via email, strongly urging them to change their passwords immediately. Furthermore, the company is emphasizing the critical importance of enhancing account security by enabling two-factor authentication, 2FA, a crucial step in preventing unauthorized access even if passwords are compromised. Users are also advised to remain vigilant for any unusual or suspicious activity within their accounts. The GTIG's analysis highlights that even with Google's advanced security infrastructure, external factors like credentials stolen from other data breaches, sophisticated phishing emails, or malware on insecure networks can still lead to account compromises. Key indicators that an account may have been breached include unauthorized changes to security settings, such as the addition of new recovery phone numbers or emails, alterations to account names, or the disabling of two-factor authentication without the user's knowledge. Users might also observe peculiar activity within Google products, like missing emails, sent messages they don't recall composing, or unauthorized uploads on platforms like YouTube. For Google Drive users, this could manifest as unfamiliar activity or shared files without consent, while Blogger users might see new, unwritten posts. Compounding the issue, compromised accounts can lead to unauthorized financial transactions through Google Pay or the Google Play Store, including the addition of new payment methods or unexpected purchases. Google's recommended protective measures include running a comprehensive security checkup via account settings, creating strong, unique passwords, enabling two-step verification with a passkey or authenticator app, reviewing and signing out of unrecognized devices, revoking access for untrusted third-party applications, and monitoring recent login activity. Extreme caution with links and attachments from unknown sources is also paramount. The community's reaction has been a mix of concern and a scramble to implement these security measures, with many users sharing their experiences and tips on social media, underscoring the widespread impact and the collective effort to bolster digital defenses. But how do you know if your asterisk account is one of the billions potentially affected? Next, we dive into how the head of the FTC is challenging Gmail itself over accusations of partisan spam filtering. Gmail under fire, bias accusations from the FTC chief. In a significant development that casts a critical eye on the inner workings of one of the world's most ubiquitous email services, the head of the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, FTC, has publicly accused Google's Gmail of partisan bias in its spam filtering mechanisms. This assertion, if proven true, could have profound implications for how information is disseminated and consumed online, potentially impacting everything from political discourse to business communications. The core of the accusation, as articulated by FTC Chief Andrew Ferguson, centers on allegations that Gmail's algorithms may be unfairly prioritizing or deprioritizing certain types of content or senders based on their political leanings. This is not a minor technical glitch. It's a fundamental challenge to the neutrality and fairness expected of a platform that serves as a primary communication channel for billions worldwide. The FTC, as a consumer protection agency, is tasked with ensuring fair practices in the marketplace, and allegations of bias in a widely used digital service fall squarely within its purview. While the specific details of how this alleged bias manifests remain under investigation or are yet to be fully disclosed, the implications are far-reaching. If Gmail's filters are indeed skewed, it could mean that legitimate emails from certain sources are being unnecessarily relegated to spam folders, while others might be given preferential treatment. This could subtly, or not so subtly, influence what users see and, consequently, what they believe. For businesses, it could mean lost customers. For individuals, it could mean missed important communications or exposure to a curated, potentially unbalanced view of the information landscape. Google's response to these allegations has been characteristically measured, stating that any filtering mechanisms apply equally to all. This suggests the company maintains that its systems are designed for impartiality, focusing on identifying unwanted or malicious content rather than political affiliation. However, the very nature of algorithmic content moderation is complex, and unintended biases can emerge from the vast datasets used to train these systems or from the design choices made by engineers. Factors like sender reputation, engagement metrics, and even the language used in emails can inadvertently correlate with political viewpoints, leading to differential treatment. The broader context here is the ongoing debate surrounding the power and responsibility of large technology platforms. As intermediaries for vast amounts of communication, their decisions about what content is visible and what is suppressed carry immense weight. Regulatory bodies like the FTC are increasingly scrutinizing these practices to ensure a level playing field and to protect consumers from potential manipulation. This case highlights the challenges in ensuring algorithmic transparency and accountability, especially when the systems are proprietary and their inner workings are not publicly known. The public reaction to such accusations is often polarized, with some users expressing outrage and demanding immediate action, while others remain skeptical, awaiting concrete evidence. Analysts are weighing in on the technical feasibility of such bias and the potential motivations behind it. The outcome of this scrutiny could lead to stricter regulations on content moderation, greater demands for algorithmic transparency from tech companies, or even mandated audits of filtering systems to ensure fairness. This debate over filtering and bias touches on how we receive information every day. Now, let's look at how Google is responding to a spam warning from the FTC chief and what it means for all users. Gmail's spam filter, a regulatory warning and Google's stance. The world of digital communication is constantly evolving, and with it comes the ongoing challenge of managing unwanted content. Recently, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, Chief Andrew Ferguson, issued a notable spam warning directed at Google's widely used Gmail service. This warning signifies a critical point in the ongoing effort to maintain the integrity of email inboxes and ensure that legitimate communications are not lost amidst a deluge of unsolicited messages. The context for this warning is the perpetual battle against spam, a persistent issue that plagues email users globally. Spam not only clutters inboxes, but can also be a vector for phishing attacks, malware distribution, and other malicious activities. Google, as the provider of Gmail, invests heavily in sophisticated filtering technologies to combat this problem. However, the effectiveness and fairness of these systems are under constant scrutiny, both from users and regulatory bodies. While the specific details of FTC Chief Ferguson's warning have not been fully elaborated in the provided information, the mere fact that a regulatory head has issued a public statement regarding Gmail's spam filtering suggests a concern about its performance or methodology. This could range from issues related to the volume of spam reaching inboxes, the accuracy of the filters in catching malicious content, or potentially, as suggested in related reports, concerns about the potential for bias in how spam is identified and managed. The FTC's role is to protect consumers, and if there are perceived shortcomings in Gmail's spam management that negatively impact users, it is within their mandate to raise these concerns. Google's official response to the FTC's warning has been concise yet significant. The company stated that the issue applies equally to all. This statement implies that Google views its spam filtering policies and technologies as universally applied, without discrimination towards any particular group or type of sender. It suggests that the systems are designed to be neutral, focusing on the characteristics of the message and sender that are indicative of spam, rather than on the content subject, matter, or origin in a biased way. This is a crucial defense against accusations of unfair practices, asserting that the filters operate on objective criteria. The broader implications of this interaction between a major regulatory body and a dominant technology platform are substantial. It underscores the increasing oversight that governments and regulatory agencies are exerting over the digital sphere. As email remains a critical tool for personal and professional communication, ensuring that spam filters are effective, transparent, and unbiased is paramount. The public's reliance on services like Gmail means that any perceived flaws can have widespread consequences. Community discussions often revolve around the frustration of missed legitimate emails or the annoyance of spam that still gets through, highlighting the delicate balance required in email filtering. This exchange also highlights the technical complexities involved. Spam detection relies on intricate algorithms, machine learning models, and vast datasets. Ensuring these systems are robust against evolving spam tactics while remaining fair and accurate is an ongoing challenge. The FTC's warning, regardless of its specific nature, serves as a reminder of the responsibility that large tech companies bear in managing these critical communication infrastructures. This focus on filtering and regulation brings us to the heart of user experience and platform accountability. Next, we delve deeper into the FTC chief's specific challenges regarding alleged partisan filtering in Gmail. FTC chief flags Gmail for potential partisan spam filtering. In a move that could significantly impact how users perceive and interact with their email, the head of the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, FTC, has publicly voiced concerns regarding Google's Gmail service, specifically alleging a potential for partisan bias in its spam filtering practices. This accusation brings a high level of regulatory scrutiny to one of the most widely used email platforms globally, raising questions about the neutrality and fairness of the algorithms that govern what messages users see. The context for this development lies in the ongoing struggle to manage the deluge of unwanted emails. Spam filters are essential tools designed to protect users from phishing attempts, malicious content, and general inbox clutter. However, the effectiveness and, crucially, the impartiality of these filters are subjects of continuous debate and, as the FTC chief's statement suggests, potential regulatory concern. The FTC, as a federal agency tasked with consumer protection, plays a vital role in ensuring that digital services operate fairly and do not engage in deceptive or biased practices. FTC Chief Andrew Ferguson's accusation points towards a specific, yet detailed, issue: the possibility that Gmail's spam filters might be operating with a partisan agenda. This could mean that emails from sources with certain political viewpoints are being disproportionately classified as spam, or conversely, that emails from other sources are being allowed through more easily. Such a bias, if present, would have significant implications for the free flow of information, political discourse, and even business communications, potentially shaping users' access to content based on criteria unrelated to spam or malicious intent. The implications of such partisan filtering are profound. For individuals, it could mean missing important communications from organizations or individuals with differing viewpoints, thereby creating an echo chamber or limiting exposure to diverse perspectives. For businesses and political campaigns, it could lead to reduced reach and engagement if their messages are unfairly suppressed. The very integrity of email as a communication channel is called into question if the platform itself is perceived to be influencing what users see based on political leanings. Google's position, as indicated by their response to similar concerns, typically emphasizes the neutral and data-driven nature of their filtering systems. They often state that their algorithms are designed to identify and block unwanted or harmful content based on technical indicators, rather than political affiliation. However, the complexity of machine learning and the vastness of the data used to train these systems mean that unintended biases can sometimes emerge. The challenge for Google, and for regulators, is to ensure that these systems are not only effective, but also demonstrably fair and transparent. The public reaction to allegations of bias on major platforms is always significant. Users depend on these services for communication and information, and any hint of manipulation can erode trust. Discussions on social media and in tech forums often highlight instances where users feel their legitimate emails have been wrongly marked as spam, fueling speculation about the underlying causes. Analysts are examining the technical feasibility of implementing such biases and the potential consequences for the digital information ecosystem. This situation underscores the critical need for accountability and transparency in the algorithms that govern our online interactions. This critical look at filtering and platform accountability highlights a key aspect of our digital lives. And now, let's wrap up with a quick recap of all the major stories we've covered today. That's a wrap on today's essential updates. We covered a massive Gmail data breach impacting billions, detailed how to secure your account, explored FTC allegations of partisan spam filtering in Gmail, and looked at Google's response to regulatory warnings. Don't miss out on future critical updates. Like this video, subscribe to Google Trends Hub, hit that notification bell, share your thoughts in the comments, and follow us on all social platforms.